classmates. My name is Paula Meneses. Thank you for attending to this encounter. Ah, está grabando. My name is Paula Meneses, and today we're going to have our forum encounter about English magazine. Next.
Next. Good afternoon. Hello, college. My name is Lady Angarita.
Hi, my name is Angeli Vasquez.
Good afternoon. My name is Liz Caso.
And good afternoon. My name is Felipe Cristancho.
Okay, now Lady Angarita is gonna make our introduction.
How are you, college?
Very
Fine.
well, thank you.
Thanks. Go. Today we will talk about the tragic accident. Today we will talk about the tragic accident or attack of September 11, 2011. As a boss, we saved a video that tells a little bit about this accident, about those survivors that still carry a trauma. Burden. Families that are now alone because their loved ones died in the tragic attack. It ground zero. As it is called, it is an accessible place where there is a mural that honors all those firefighters who died. On the other hand, we have the clear discriminator that day-by-day Muslims are subject to family separate, and all this because this day the main culprit found were the Muslims. Taking all this into account, I would like to know your opinion. Liz, Liz, what do you think are Americans still concerned about terrorist tours?
Okay, lady. I Drew University in Madison, New Jersey. Scott Morgan has been researching the psychological effects of seizures on people and society in general. Several people affirmed that they felt safe before, but after the terrorist attack, they were expelled, according to them, from their magical world where they believed they were invincible.
Okay. The site of the attack is freeze and accessible and ground zero. There is a mural honoring all those firefighters who died in the magic accident. And next, Angeli.
Yeah, my answer is the events after 20 years have not been erased from the memory of the citizens of the United States. They create a monument in honor of those who died in the Twin Towers.
Okay.
Um, According to what the classmates mentioned, I think Americans have not gotten over the 9/11 events. Um, they have not overcome the facts because they remember even what they were doing on the day of the attack. In addition, the place is now historic.
Okay. Felipe.
Yeah, it's, Americans have not gotten over the 9/11 event 20 years later, Americans still consider that time as a change in the history of the country. That change the thinking of the citizens. It is a topic that is not talked about very often.
Okay. Test 2. Are Americans still concerned about terrorist threats? Liz.
Okay, lady. Yes. After the 9/11 attack, Americans believe even more than Muslims and Arabs are terrorists.
Yes. And post 9/11, discrimination against Muslims has increased, yet more than 11 million Muslims live in the area. Angeli.
They are still afraid of running the risk of going through something similar, since it was a high criminal event for everyone. Therefore, now they are more alert to any terrorist moment.
Okay.
According to my classmates, I agree. They do worry, still worry, because it was a very difficult time for them. But they also want to avoid conflict, either because of assumptions that it could happen again, or because of the Muslims inhabitants of the United States, who would should not judge by those facts.
Okay.
Philip?
Felipe.
Yeah, they are quite concerned about it. This event caused trauma in many people, so we can see fear in when they mention an only possible threat. The alarms are triggered when they are in airports, stations, or any crowded place.
Okay. Tax 3. How have Muslims and Americans' lives changed after the 9/11 events? Liz?
Okay, so some Muslims fear being poisoned by United States for what happened. Many families were directly harmed, but Americans and Muslims, for example, the case of a Muslim, Crayli Jem, and his assistant, who were surprised and scared while walking down the street. Several American soldiers lost their lives.
Okay. A Muslim woman speaks and says that she was in fourth grade when the September 11th attacks happened, and knows and understands that it's understandable that everyone knows that Muslims were responsible for the attacks. 15 years have passed since the tragedy, and even now they continue to be discriminated against, attacked, arrested for no reason. Muslims live in fear of going out every day. Angeli?
Okay. Muslims and Arabs in the country are discriminated against because they see them as a threat. After the attack, they were oppressed.
Okay.
According to what I saw in the video and what you said, I agree the life of the Muslims and the Americans have changed because they have because many lives in the United States and are tried, threatened, and mistreated. The people of New York, after the event, don't feel safe. They think there could be more attacks, and others have traumas due to the 9/11 event.
Okay.
Yes, the events that occurred on September 9 caused a great change in the way of thinking of Muslims, generating a bad image towards Muslims. This affects them a lot in their daily lives because they cannot express their belief freely. And many times they are accused of things they have not done.
Okay. What is the American government doing to reduce the threat feeling of the community? And not much. The only time of shaking government, for example, if the family claims they will probably vote for Trump. They claim it was Obama who used troops in combat. They fought, they shed blood, they got wounded, and instead of getting better, they got worse. Liz?
Okay, I think that the General David Bright, retired from the army, says they are now working on strategies with greater focus and sustainability.
Okay, Angeli?
He said that generations must be strong, even though societies suffer psychological problems. They consider maintaining total order and security toward citizens.
Um, I also agree with Lady because many people support war and to Trump, and traumatized people are being treated and attacked by psychologists. And but in the case of the Muslims, they have been attacked for these events and in some cases detained without any explanation.
Um, okay, the actions that the government has taken have not been very effective, and in some cases have only worsened the situation. Many people have even lost family members due to decisions made by the government, such as wars, and in this has only generated more hatred and fear.
Okay. What is the opinion of some politicians about war after 9/11?
Me, okay?
Yes.
Okay, some politicians conclude that the decision to go to war only brought bad consequences for both countries. They also affirm that they are not prepared for a new threat.
Okay. Um, the opinion of the politicians is that this was the fault of the Muslims, however, they cannot assure anything. Angeli?
They say they are not willing to face an event like 9/11 because they were but when part and part did not leave anything good.
I think that some politicians say that even though the attacks were many years ago, They felt fear. Now they worry if there could be more attacks and they are not prepared for that.
And yes, I have some politicians think that the decisions to go to war only brought bad consequences for both sides. They also claim that they are not ready for a new threat.
Okay, thanks. We appreciate the participation and opinions of each one of you. Thank you very much, Liz, Angeli, Angela, and Felipe. See you soon. Happy night.
Okay,
Bye,
ladies, thank
thank
you very
you.
much. Bye bye.
Bye. Thank you, guys.